In today's video, we are going to talk about patch 11.1 and what it brings to the table. Patch 11.1 is the biggest content drop for the expansion since it launched earlier this year. We are going to talk about everything that is coming with the new patch and all the new updates. There is a lot to go over, so let's jump right into it. Coming with patch 11.1 is a new zone that takes players to the capital of the Goblin Trade Empire, the Undermine City. The Undermine zone is smaller than you would expect, but it's dense. There's tons of buildings packed close together, hence the city. I personally love how much detail they put into the houses and the city overall. Inside some of the houses, you will find all sorts of stuff from bathtubs to cool looking wallpaper. A lot of the buildings are multiple stories high with goblins walking around all over the place. There's all sorts of different roads and alleyways you can explore, making it even more unique than anything we've ever seen in WoW. And to top it off, they have a massive hotel which looks really cool, which most likely will be the main hangout spot for most players to gather, since it's right outside of the new raid and you can put your Hearthstone there. When you first enter the Undermine City, you are going to learn all about the goblin problems and the storyline behind them. You basically are going to learn that the four major goblin cartels are in conflict with one another: Steamweedle, Blackwater, Bilgewater, and the Venture Co. And we're here to try and fix everything as usual. We're not going to go into any more detail on the campaign, but Gallywix is back and he has to be stopped. When you first log in when patch 11 goes live, you're going to want to head to Foundation Hall in Dornegal, the big building where the Dornegal Quartermaster is located. Here you will find the Undermine campaign intro quest. From there, you will head to the Ringing Deeps, where a hole in the wall has been blasted open by the goblins, revealing a new part of the map we can adventure in. Continue doing the campaign in this area until you're introduced to the Undermine City. But as you progress further into the story, you will unlock a portal directly to Undermine from Dornegal, making it very easy to access. We're going to be able to work with the new cartels of the Undermine in what will be a new open world Renown track. There are a handful of new rewards that come along with teaming up with each of the cartels, including Valor Stones, crests, and even new mounts. Also coming in patch 11.1 is a brand new raid called Liberation of Undermine. This raid features 8 bosses and takes players deeper into the Goblin storyline. The entrance to the Liberation of Undermine raid is located in the Undermine right outside of the Incontinental Hotel. To quickly get to the raid, players can choose to set their Hearthstones to the Incontinental Hotel or use the flight path. Both options will put players just outside of the entrance of the new raid, which is very convenient. At this time, there is no exact release date for patch 11.1 Undermine, but we do know the raid will be available to run 1 week after the launch of the Undermine patch. There's a whole lot of new gear for us to get and some pretty cool looking items as well. Just like in previous raids, the item level of gear starts to improve as you progress further into the raid. Same as before, there will be new rare items for raiders to drool over and attempt to get week after week. But with the new Renown system, you may not have to try to sweat to get those rare items. Tier sets will be slightly different than we've seen in the past. Tier sets will now have both a role-based bonus and a specialization-based bonus. A new raid Renown track is coming with the Liberation of Undermine, called the Galagio Loyalty Rewards Club, the first time ever the Renown system is tied to a raid. As you progress further into the Renown system, you will unlock special perks that help you inside of the raid. The new Renown track has 20 levels to it, and offers a variety of unique rewards such as stacking damage and healing buffs at Renown 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, and 19, chance of free augment runes, raid skips, raid portal, dinars at Renown 17 and 19, and a few other things as well. Like previous expansions, the Renown system introduces a dinar-like currency known as puzzling cartel chips at Renown 17 and 19. These items can be used to purchase raid gear of your choice. These purchase items will have their own unique upgrade track with 14 upgrade ranks, and will be able to be upgraded to 678 item level, which is equal to Mythic track raid gear. Getting Renown will be fairly easy to do. There will be quests and events all over the new zone you can participate in to get your Renown up. Renown is also rewarded from killing raid bosses in Liberation of Undermine. Now let's talk about the new drive mount that we're going to get in patch 11.1. As you follow the storyline into the city, you will unlock Drive, a new ground mount called the G99 Breakneck. One of the cool things about this mount is that you can customize its stats. Your drive cart can be customized to your liking, but the options are different than we've seen before. Normally, you can only customize cosmetic effects and change the way your mount looks. But this time around, we can customize features such as acceleration, top speed, grip, and drift. You can also customize the sound of your horn. I'm going to quickly go over a few of the customization options. Customizing your engine will give you 3 options: a nice balance of both top speed and acceleration, or increase your acceleration at the cost of top speed, or increase your top speed at the cost of acceleration. When you mount up your G99 brake neck, you will see a new action bar for your vehicle. This is the turbo bar, which makes your mount go at insane speeds. You can drift your new mount by pressing the space bar, which helps you take turns a lot easier. Your turbo bar doesn't fill up over time, but rather by drifting. When you hold down the space bar and you do drifts, that's what fills up your turbo bar. You're able to access small missions from your new mount by pressing the Start Job button on the action bar. You will receive a bonus objective once you press the Start Job button. The objective usually has you going somewhere in the Undermine and completing tasks, such as killing enemies, delivering packages, or helping citizens being bullied.
You did the job, and you didn't total your car. I call that a success.
Completing missions will give you small amounts of Valor Stones and Resonant Crystals. Your shipping and handling quest UI will also have a counter on it. Every 10 missions you finish will give you bonus Valor Stones. We also can look forward to the start of Mythic Plus Season 2. With this comes 8 new dungeons in the rotation. In the mix, we have an entirely brand new dungeon called Operation Floodgate. Also in the mix, we have the remaining 4 War Within dungeons: Cinderbrew Meadery, Dark Flame Clef, the Rookery, and Prior of the Sacred Flame. We all kind of assumed that these 4 would be tossed into the rotation anyways. We also have 3 legacy dungeons making a return: the Motherlode from Battle of Azeroth, Theater of Pain from Shadowlands, and Operation Mechagon Workshop from Battle of Azeroth. Operation Mechagon is the first dungeon that has been brought back for a second time. Not sure why they decided to do that, but perhaps it got good feedback when it was live before. Let's talk a little bit about class updates. When the Undermine patch goes live, there will be a handful of class updates as well. It seems Blizzard is trying to make all the classes more even and give some of those lower on the totem pole classes a chance to shine in the light. One of the major class changes I'm seeing is Protection Paladins getting a significant nerf to their overall damage. This is going to allow other tanks to prevail and potentially climb the meta ladder. There's quite a few other class updates as well, so check out Wowhead to see the full list. We also have some updates to delves, and 2 new goblin-themed delves to explore, as well as a new challenge delve. Companion Bran Bronzebeard now comes with a tank role, alongside DPS and healing options. But let's talk a little bit about the new delves, starting with Excavation Site 9. Excavation Site 9 is a delve located at the end of the Withering Fields, one of the new areas unlocked in the Ringing Deeps that serves as a pathway to the Undermine. This area is an excavation of the Titan ruins overtaken by the black blood that Gallywix is going after. Then we have Side Street Sluice. Side Street Sluice is a delve in the western part of the Undermine, hidden under a bridge at the Vatworks area. This area goes through the sewers of the Undermine and features a small area with poison waters and corridors. Last but not least, we have the challenge delve for Season 2, called Underpin's Demolition Competition. In this delve, we will defeat the Underpin, a goblin that committed the sin of stealing all of Bran's treasures and curios from Season 1, but most importantly, his hat. We don't know much more about the challenge delve since it's not available in the PTR, but the description of the delve says we will likely face the Underpin at the arena itself, which is located outside of the delve entrance. Like the Zekvir's Lair delve in Season 1, you must unlock access to the Underpin's vault. We have some pretty big updates to our character screen as well. We can now change the campsite background picture. We can also create multiple different camps and name them what we want. The same way that our camp is now, you can put 4 characters per camp. It's basically a way to organize your characters, sort of like different folders to put your tunes in. You could put all of your characters from one server in a camp, or maybe put all your tanks in one camp. However you decide to set it up, it's nice to have an option that allows us to organize our characters. Before, it was a little bit difficult finding characters all the way at the bottom of the list. Also, in-game, they have added a campsite tab to the Warband Collections menu. You can unlock certain campsites by doing various things, such as completing an achievement or by completing the Season 2 Delver's Journey. It seems as time goes on, they will add more campsites for us to collect. Last but not least, for the PvPers out there, comes a new arena map, which takes place directly inside of the city. The map looks like a demolition derby with lights and ooze dripping from a pipe above. Overall, it's a pretty cool looking map. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited for this patch update. That pretty much wraps things up for patch 11.1. I didn't go into super detail on all the topics, as I wanted to try to keep this video nice and short. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one. Cloudy Haze out.
I just need to know